Okay. We are ready to go. Here for the show already. We are ready to just dive right on in. And it's only 6 o'clock my time. Wow. I might actually get to enjoy the rest of my day feeling like shit. Wow. Hey. Alright. Enough complaining. It's time for the show of shows. That's right. WrestleMania starts now. Welcome, everyone, to Friday Night Fights. I'm your commentator and Friday Night Fights general manager, Trey, joined as always by Dunks, trying to sleep in the corner, but he just can't get it done because I'm just a bit too loud. Thoughts on the action tonight, Dunks? He walked away from me. Let me go ahead and send out the tweet. I don't know why that period of time happened where I couldn't tweet out Twitch links or links in general, but I'm glad it has been fixed. And by I couldn't do it on mobile. So I'm glad that this can happen now. Of course, Friday Night Fights takes place inside of a classic gymnasium. You know, it's our budget. You know, we've gone through it. It's old news at this point. How we got screwed budget-wise, but we didn't get screwed by the amount of fans we have in Edmonton, Canada. I absolutely love our viewer base in Canada, Dunks, who has now joined me here at the commentator's booth. He is laid down next to me. And we are going to hear from a very special man. Last week, we saw World Heavyweight Champion Ken Bone attacked backstage by Megatron. He would then go on to, even though he was supposed to be in the hospital after being electrocuted, he said, "No, I will do no such thing." He wanted a fight against Man Ray, the leader of evil who sent Megatron after him. But Man Ray didn't fight him. Instead, he sent Waluigi out there. Ken Bone destroyed Waluigi and then turned Waluigi to the good side. You heard me correct. Waluigi has left evil thanks to the confidence and the charisma of Ken Bone. Evil has lost a member, so now we're going to hear from the leader of evil about his thoughts on Waluigi's abandonment and why he's done such actions here tonight. As Man Ray makes his way to the ring right now. Oh, tender dunker. Dunks no like the evil. He says they are bad guys. And bad guys are bad. Oh, shut up. If I cared about your opinions, I'd be as big a loser as all of you. Actually, I wouldn't be quite as pathetic, because the difference between the WWE Universe and me is that I actually matter. So from here on out, if I'm in this ring, you all better close your mouths, open those eyes, and pay close attention to the hero you should aspire to be. Go ahead, I'll give you a moment to readjust so I can get to the reason I'm out here. Almost is a bad guy, Dunks. I know you come here to sit and stuff your faces and forget about your boring lives for a night. I'm sure seeing an amazing superstar like me doesn't make you feel much better about yourselves. But listen up, because you're going to get a lesson from a winner. Dunk says Almas can be a bad guy because he's the fucking best. So there's your Dunk's retort. The bottom line is, you people don't deserve me. I'm the kind of superstar you only see once in a generation. But you want superstars that'll come out here and be your clown, crack jokes, and let you sing along with their catchphrases. Well, I'd rather be hated than be your puppet. Snoot from Dunk. Snoot! Say it. Say my name. Say my name and feel just a fraction of the power and strength that flows through my veins. Say my name with respect and admiration. Hear my name and feel the chills in your spine. Because you know my name represents greatness. I've said all I wanted to say, but if you all can do me a favor, since I know we have such a great bond, I'd love to hear a little noise on my way out. Show me how much you love me, WWE Universe. Say my name. But will chat give in to Man Ray? I mean, I said his name. I have to. I'm the commentator. It's literally my job to say this man's name. But will chat give in to Man Ray's demands to say his name? So clearly, you know, Man Ray doing this to prove he's the best, doing this for attention, attacking the world champion, making a statement. Well, speaking of evil, as I almost fuck everything up. What's his name again? I forgot. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. You very well could not be serious. You very well could be serious. As we prepare now for our Money in the Bank qualifier match, where we are going to see two competitors just really go at it. It is going to be Waluigi versus the one-man army, Rhino. He didn't say it, so how am I supposed to say his name? You're just supposed to know it deep down in your little heart. Isn't that right, Dunks? He says, I don't know his name. You gotta go learn it. Learn my name, say my name, hear my name. Those are the three mantras of Man Ray. I got it. So anyway, Waluigi versus the one-man army Rhino. Waluigi was given this opportunity. He's a bad guy, right? Yeah, he is. Well, our bad guy is in Man Ray? Yes. Waluigi, no, Waluigi, again, turned away from the side of evil thanks to Kin Bone last week. Waluigi, he apologized for his actions, and I told him, Waluigi, you haven't done shit here on this show. I think you were at ringside once. It's Black Manta. He fought Aquaman. It could be. And so, Waluigi, you haven't done anything bad. You don't have to apologize. He said, thank you. And I said, here, have an opportunity. So it is going to be Waluigi versus Rhino here in the Money in the Bank qualifier. Again, I forgot to have the timer, but I have it on my phone right here. Hello. Is that Dangit 78 or Danger 78? Dangit 78? Also possible. Danjet 78. There's a lot of things. I'm going to assume it's Dangit 78. What do you think, Dunks? So I said, Waluigi, for turning good, you're going to get a Money Bank qualifier. He has 5 minutes 31 seconds to defeat Rhino. Rhino has 5 minutes 31 seconds to defeat Waluigi if they want to make it to Money in the Bank. As we see Waluigi here coming out, showing off to the crowd a new fan favorite after turning against evil. Oh, he's getting fined. It's actually $5 to dab around here. Megatron! And he's got a sledgehammer! No one betrays every villain his lemons as he attacks Waluigi from behind, hitting him right in the spine with that sledgehammer. And he's got Waluigi fighting back. Waluigi, hits the flying knee on Megatron, kicking him hard in the face. Waluigi continuing to just stomp down on Megatron, just slapping him in the back. Giving him what for? He's doing push-ups on Megatron. The disrespect. He is not going to let anyone attack him from behind, but Megatron doesn't care. Megatron's a giant robot. Waluigi, he probably knew this day would come as soon as he turned on evil. Get the banners out of our way. Censor this. It's too graphic. Right hook from Megatron, who hits a massive, fuck-buster to Waluigi on the hardwood floor. He came out to collect the $5. Why is Megatron in the ring? Megatron, not a part of this match, is doing a taunt. Waluigi runs up there to get him. Standing drop kick. Winner Megatron. I don't know what that means. Megatron. The match has been called off. Waluigi was jumped from behind. He couldn't participate in this matchup after being jumped by Megatron, which means via the match not happening, Carl Anderson now goes on to Money in the Bank unopposed. The second person. Oh, I'm pretty sure Waluigi got the lesson. Shh, don't question it. Megatron got the $5. So he won. So because that match didn't happen, Carl Anderson is the second person from Jim Bob Crockett Promotions to go on to Money in the Bank. And you know Rhino's going to be pissed about that. Rhino just lost his shot at going to Money in the Bank for reasons out of his control. And you know he's going to be furious. That one-man army's going to go off. You can only assume, anyway. It's my fucking Money in the Bank list. Add Carl Anderson. 5 names for Money in the Bank. $5 in the bank. It could happen. 1 free dab with your Money in the Bank contract. So we now have 3 competitors from Friday Night Fights and 2 competitors from Jim Bob Crockett Promotions confirmed for the Money in the Bank ladder match. You'll have to stay tuned Thursday to find out who the last competitor is going to be. Oh, and a Snoop from Dunks. He says, "Where's Almas?" But before we get into that, we have a women's match here. It is Baroness versus Mystique. Mystique defeating former women's champion, former Broken Hearts champion, Kairi Sane. It was either last week or the week before last in Universe. Almas is in the briefcase. It's like the briefcase from Pulp Fiction. When you open it, the lights start up, and it's just Almas' entrance. Baroness defeated Dakota Kai, I think was supposed to be her punishment. Mystique defeated former Broken Hearts champion Kairi Sane. So these two going at it here tonight. Really giving each other what for. Right hook from Mystique. As we see, oh my god, she was going for the Hurricane Rana, but Baroness hits her with a power bomb. And now, standing moonsault onto Mystique's center of the ring. One free TJP in the briefcase. It's always impressive and dangerous to see a competitor like this competing in high heels. Mystique out of nowhere. What a Hurricane Rana to the Baroness. Baroness also a member of Evil, of course, following under her leader, Cobra Commander. The co-leader of Evil. Hurricane Rana Baroness, though, catches her off guard. Mystique hits that impact DDT. Now up to the second rope. Mystique telling Baroness to get up to her feet. Oh, and a missile drop kick to the face of Baroness. Look, it choked her out a bit there. Oh, sad noise by Dunks. Because there is no Zelina Vega in this match. Oh, kick to the gut from Baroness. Another kick. As Baroness gets Mystique up. Looking for a power bomb. Reverse power bomb into the top turnbuckle. By the way, what happened to Black Wrath and Snorlax's plan to take over the shows? I don't know anything about Black Wrath. I don't run Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. I was given some guidelines for how to book this week's show because the general manager is taking a temporary leave of absence. So I booked it based on those demands. Oh, and here we see the Cobra Clutch. The Cobra Slam to Mystique. And as for Snorlax, starting with the week after Money in the Bank, he gets to be on every show. He just wasn't booked for this one. He's getting ready for his Money in the Bank ladder match. Mystique looking to finish off Baroness here. Stomping her hard in the back. Getting Baroness up to her feet, kicking her in the gut. With this augmented Canadian Destroyer. The shapeshift to Baroness. Now getting Baroness up to her feet. No, Baroness with the reverse DDT catching her off guard. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't think Jim Boss has seen these. Oh, the high heel curb stomp! Cracking that heel into Baroness, into Mystique's skull. 1, 2. Oh, and Mystique kicks out. And shapeshift flip. I don't actually know if Jim Boss has seen Black Ref's promo. He's been very busy lately, with his leave of absence and everything. I'll try and make sure he sees it by the next event. I don't know if he'll do anything, with that information, or if he'll just stifle Black Ref, maybe even fire him for saying such things, who knows. Jim Boss is crazy. As Mystique now hits the jawbreaker on Baroness. Old screwy ref needs to get out of there. Oh, snap, suplex. As Mystique now. Oh, standing shooting star press. Really wasn't expecting it right there. Hits the Northern Lights suplex. Sending her foot into the rope a little bit. Mystique now going up to the top rope. Looking for a big move here. Oh my god. And the X-Wave to Baroness. 1, 2. Oh, Baroness kicks out. Oh, Donkey, he running back and forth. You'll get to go out as soon as this show's over. Don't worry, Donker. Mystique propped in the corner now. Ready to continue this fight. Big backhand. Oh, and a second massive backhand to Baroness. Forcing her to the ground. Oh, using those heels to her advantage, though. As Mystique gets her right up, but Baroness fights back. Reverse DDT. Her Black Ref's trying to start a revolt with other refs, including Japanese ref and ECW ref. Well, thank God ECW ref is not hired by our company. So I don't know what they plan to do with him. Japanese ref, I know, would never, ever turn on Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. I don't trust Old Screwy Ref. Old Screwy Ref would stab me in the back in a fucking heartbeat. I would never leave him alone. As Mystique stun guns Baroness. Now getting her back to her feet. Out of nowhere, jawbreaker. Mystique dazed. Oh, what a left hook. And now Mystique getting Baroness. Oh, what a reverse. Sunset flip would be the best way I can describe that. Mystique telling the crowd she doesn't care about them. We got two heels fighting. She's getting pumped up. Mystique ready to go. Why is she standing on the outside? 3 count. Is Mystique refusing to fight Baroness now? As Baroness leaving from the other side, trying to cut Mystique off. The count restarts. And there's the single leg drop kick with the high heel. Is Mystique having some kind of inner turmoil here? Kicking Baroness aside. I think Mystique is freaking out. Mystique, there's something wrong with her head. She's having fucking panic attacks outside. What is going on? Maybe she's having trouble controlling her powers here. Big knee from Baroness. As we see Mystique now slamming Baroness back into the ground. She's having... What the fuck is happening to Mystique? The ref about to hit a 10 count. It's going to be a double count out here. And there it is. Mystique freaking out, unable to control her powers or herself. Baroness trying to continue the match. And it is a double count out. I just don't know what to make of that, to be honest with you. So we'll just have to continue here tonight. I'll have to talk to Mystique backstage. Make sure she's alright. Wouldn't want her freaking out and shape-shifting into a dragon and burning the high school down. It's our only revenue, Donker. Only revenue. How you? What's your plans, Dunks? What are your thoughts of the day? Dunks say he do not know. Well, next up, we're gonna see recognized character champion Darren Young in action as he continues to prepare for Money in the Bank. Still does not have an opponent for Money in the Bank, so he's just going through the card. He's been very impressive as of late. Breaking news, Bossman was found overdosing on donuts, was found to have poisoned sugar on them. That's not true. I actually know Bossman is getting ready to come out later tonight. I don't know who reported that, but they have lied once again. That's Curtis Axel coming to the ring. Why the fuck is Curtis Axel coming to the ring? It's supposed to be a Darren Young match next. What the hell? We saw Curtis Axel earned his right to enter the Money in the Bank ladder match last week, despite being interrupted by Darren Young. Of course, 2 weeks ago, Curtis Axel attacked Darren Young with a sledgehammer. This might not be easy for you to hear. Hell, it wasn't easy for me to deal with myself, but if everything were easy, the WWE would be a pretty boring place. We've tried easy around here, and it ain't working. So I've got something to say. I have to save it, and you're all gonna listen. Well, it's still true that Bossman was overdosing on donuts. That is true. Bossman loves his donuts. My career trajectory has been a little different from most other superstars. See, most are on something like a curve, a slow, steady ascent. Me, I'm like a straight line shooting upwards, and that hasn't sat well with everyone in the WWE. One person in particular has definitely made no secret of that fact. So I want to give him the opportunity to face me. Fear is a great motivator, Darren Young, and you clearly are full of it. So why you don't use that fear and motivate yourself to confront me here in this ring? Breaking news, Curtis Axel is not Darren Young. And here he comes, the recognized character champion, Mr. No Days Off, Darren Young. Supposed to have a match right here. But he gets called out by Curtis Axel first. I'm sure Darren Young may be a little concerned after he interfered with Curtis Axel's match last week. Maybe he thinks Curtis Axel is going to interfere with his match here tonight. Oh, scratch it, dunks. Scratch it, scratch it, scratch it. Scratch it, scratch it. Darren Young seems pretty surprised Curtis Axel would come out here. So the big man decided to grow a set and make a statement. Well, it had to happen sooner or later, so I suppose you're looking for a fight, huh? Well, be careful what you wish for, my friend, because once you head down this road, there is no going back. Look, we've been down this road before. Superstar comes out, says a whole lot of uninteresting stuff, then I beat them senseless. You'd think I'd be bored of it, but I'm not. So what is this, some kind of boyhood dream thing? You grew up loving WWE and thought you'd play Superstar? Sorry to break it to you. This ain't TV, Jack. My name's Curtis. I think you and I are similar. We both dreamed about being here in WWE. The difference is, I dreamed about playing Superstar when I was a little kid. You're up here playing Superstar as an adult. I've worked too hard and too long to give it all up to some ankle biter who doesn't have the common sense to know when he's gone too far. So now, you're gonna learn a lesson. Fight you, tonight? What makes you think you have that kind of clout? Everyone knows management will decide when and where our fight will take place. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I know you're not going to like it. You know, there's been something I've been meaning to say to you, and I'm pretty sure the WWE Universe will agree with me. I'm going to say it slowly so you'll understand it. Shut the hell up. I will not shut up. Not because these people hang on every single word I say. I won't because these people hang on everything. Their lives would be meaningless without me in it. I am their idol. They build their entire lives around me. You're just jealous your life is completely meaningless. Goodness, dog. Snoot. I don't think you realize what you set forth tonight. Mark your calendar because this is the beginning of your end. I am the alpha of this roster and the omega of your career. Your name will be lost to history as my achievements obliterate any of yours from human memory. Have we just seen the debut of Curtis Omega? Darren Young's fucking face. So these two definitely having a beef with each other here tonight as Darren Young gets ready for his match coming right up. I know, don't you? It's never good to see two heroes fight each other. Oh no. Pet the dunks. Calm the dunks down. Bop it a bop it a bop it a bop. Boop. So here we go. It is match time, and it is of course going to be Darren Young versus the model Rick Martel. Fun fact: this is our third match of the night. Both two previous matches ended in a no contest. It's pretty wild. So Darren Young versus Rick Martel here Could Rick Martel earn himself a shot at the recognized character championship? Can he beat Darren Young here tonight? As we wait patiently for the game. It's okay, Dunks. You'll get to go in a bit. There's only 3 matches left here tonight. And this is a Rick Martel match, so it won't be long. And here we go. Of course, tonight's show brought to you by Soda Shack. Soda Shack. Give me a shack and I'll smack you back. Soda Shack. Referee having to break up Rick Martel and Darren Young early on in the fight as they get to the ropes. And Rick Martel, out of nowhere, body slams Darren Young, center of the ring. The strength of the model, Rick Martel. And early on in this contest, the recognized character champion in trouble. And the taunt by Rick Martel, looking to stay strong. Oh, ninja roll by Darren Young as the two lock up once again. And again, it looks like the referee's going to have to break things up. The referee choosing not to break things up. Instead, Rick Martel allowing Darren Young to escape. The crowd, polite claps from the audience as Darren Young reverses that body slam into a side Russian leg sweep and a neckbreaker. Dunk, stop. Stop. Darren Young going for a big snap suplex to the model. As we see Darren Young drop the elbow on Rick Martel's back, trying to weaken him up. Now stomping on his arm, weakening every bit of Rick Martel's body. This is still set to Jim Bob Crockett Promotions, I just realized. As Rick Martel is thrown into the ropes. Let's go ahead and change that.
Young's an exciting superstar who's focused on being the absolute
Didn't
best
change?
he can be here in WWE.
Oh.
Knows that great challenges are ahead, but with his positive attitude.
Oh, Twitch, I love you and you're literally not working. As this fight continues, and I can't see what's happening because I'm trying to fix the stream. Good, I love that. Thank you, Twitch, for randomly tabbing despite me being nowhere near the tab button.
Man, you can hear that. It's awful. And it's
Done.
Darren Young floundering some. I fully expected.
There we go.
This is the type of
Stream title has been officially changed. Oh! As he just slams the champ's neck into that turnbuckle. Darren Young in trouble. Rick Martel now up to the second rope. Grabbing Darren Young from behind and a massive elbow to Darren Young's head. As Rick Martel's just going wild. I think Darren Young might be concussed from that slam to the turnbuckle. No, Darren Young fighting back. Getting up to his feet, but just barely. And he picks him up for the gut check out of nowhere. Darren Young letting the fans know that it's time for Darren Young to run wild. No days off for the recognized character champion. Big right hook, kick to the gut. Another right hook as he locks in Darren's love on Rick Martel. Rick Martel struggling as hard as he can. Is he going to escape Darren's love? And he does, amazingly. Snapmare by Rick Martel. Pretty sure none of us were expecting that, as a massive elbow gives Rick Martel the advantage here. Now in the corner, taunting the champ, getting Darren Young up to his feet. Big running crossbody, bringing all that muscle weight down on Darren Young, getting him away from the ropes, going for the pin. 1, 2, and Darren Young kicks out. Rick Martel cannot believe it. It's Rick Martel trying to make a name for himself here against the recognized character champion, locking in the Boston Crab. Very few people. Darren Young taps! Darren Young is tapped out to Rick Martel. Rick Martel has defeated the recognized character champion. unbelievable here tonight.
Here is your winner.
The champ has been tapped out by Rick Martel. The crowd is in shock. Unbelievable. Maybe Darren Young had a bit too much on his mind after that confrontation with Curtis Axel, and I think that just skyrocketed Rick Martel into a title shot for the recognized character championship. Good lord. Absolute madness. You couldn't fucking beat Slater but the fucking champ. Fuck you. Hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not forget that he made Darren Young tap out with the Boston Crab, one of the deadliest moves in professional wrestling. It's an absolute shock anytime anyone is able to escape the Boston Crab. Let's also not forget that Rick Martel has beaten Big Boss Man. Never forget that. That is a thing that has happened to him. But in unfortunate news for Darren Young was 5-0 undefeated. Not only did Rick Martel beat Darren Young, Rick Martel has ended Darren Young's undefeated streak. I think that definitely means a title shot is coming. Anyone can beat Boss Man. I think that definitely means there's a title shot in Rick Martel's future. Speaking of anyone beating Big Boss Man, we received word that Big Boss Man knows who he is going to call out next. Who the fuck did Boss Man call out last week? I actually don't remember. Someone help. Who did Boss Man call out? So yeah, Axel got screwed. No match for him now. He's in Money in the Bank. What are you talking about? Axel's in Money in the Bank. WWE Universe, I wish I could come out here and do the usual, crack some jokes with you, have a little fun. But something's got me in a bad mood. Was it Brock last time? Something got me in a bad mood. Oh no, of course. The disappearance of Heath Slater has got him real riled up. One person who's been a very important person in my life is a fellow WWE superstar. He's shown me the ropes in more ways than one and passed on so much knowledge to me about this business we all love. The fact is, Rhino is a plague on the WWE. He's a disease that is slowly killing this company and this business. He's suffocating it with his very presence, while every disease has its cure. So Rhino, get out here and take your medicine. Oh no, you know this has to hurt Big Boss Man. He loves Rhino. Him and Rhino train together. But you can understand, remember Boss Man got a message saying trust no one. Boss Man calling out Rhino despite them being great friends, and I have to understand where he's coming from. Rhino has the most credible reasoning to kidnap Heath Slater. Heath Slater did abandon Rhino in that tag team championship tournament to start 2K18 Universe mode, leaving him on his own to lose in round 1. To abandoning him, joining 3MB, you can understand why Big Boss Man would accuse Rhino of this. WWE Universe, thanks so much for that amazing response, but tonight, I need to get right down to business. There's something bothering me that I need to get off my chest right now, and it has to do with that man standing inside the ring. I can't say I'm surprised to see you out here. You and I have had some problems lately, and I'm sure the WWE Universe will be more than happy to watch us go at it. But there's something I like better than performing for the WWE fans, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to watch me kick your ass. You know, there's been something I've been meaning to say to you, and I'm pretty sure that WWE Universe will agree with me. I'm going to say it so at least you'll understand. Shut the hell up. We literally just heard that. I will not shut up. I won't, because these people hang on every single word I say. Their lives would be meaningless without me, and I'm their idol. They build their entire lives. I'm going to find Heath Slater. Bring him home. Hashtag. I just want to get my hands on you in a match and put you in your place. I don't care if it's a backstage brawl, a street fight, a cage match. Hell, let's do some chess boxing. I can see you're all fired up. That little vein on your forehead's been twitching since you got out here. But calm down before you get a nosebleed. You and I both know that you're not ready for this opportunity. What has happened to this company? The locker room that was once full of tough guys has been replaced by a bunch of whiny children. It's like we went from the Attitude Era to the Wattitude Era. And I blame you. Oh, and Big Boss Man clotheslining Rhino. He's not gonna let the accusee get the jump on him this time. Big Boss Man is gonna make this arrest one way or another. Oh, and he clotheslines Rhino over the top rope. Rhino trying to signal the fashion police to get out here and help him. As he rolls out into the ring. Headbutt to Rhino. As Big Boss Man throws his arms up once again. Rhino coming back into the ring. He's still signaling. He needs some fashion police help here. Them knock into each other. Oh, kick from Rhino. Into a DDT. Turning Big Boss Man inside out. As Rhino just wailing on the officer. I hate to see police brawls like this break out. I hate to see people get accused, but I have to admit, it honestly seems like Rhino is the most likely person to have a grudge against Heath Slater. As Rhino proceeds to slam Big Boss Man's face. It was Umaga last time, wasn't it? It was Umaga last time. As Rhino now gets Boss Man up. Oh, but Boss Man hitting him with a jawbreaker. Going for a DDT himself, but a Russian leg sweep takes Boss Man down. Big kick from Rhino. As he gets Boss Man up once again. Oh, double underhook butterfly suplex. As Rhino continues to fight back against the police. Oh, and a clothesline from Rhino as the ref tries to hold him back. And I sent breaking news, a message spray painted on the locker room door says that Breeze knows more than he lets on. I find it hard to believe that Breeze knows anything. Breeze is, he's not too bright. Now, if someone were to tell me that Fandango was an evil mastermind, I might find it more likely to believe that Fandango is an evil mastermind at that point. But nonetheless, I've sent the referee out here. We're going to handle this one way or another. The fuck it is. So, of course, we're going to make this now an official match. Big Boss Man versus Rhino. He is still trying to arrest Rhino. That referee split up that assault. But it's an official match now. As we wait patiently for it to load. As we go to a commercial break. Today's episode sponsored by Soda Shack. Soda Shack. Give me a shack and I'll smack you back. Soda Shack. Dab. Bop. I got the message wrong. It said Breeze Fandango. No more than they let on. No one is to be trusted, even yourself, Boss Man. Could Boss Man have kidnapped Heath Slater? I don't know. I think with all the criminals that Fandango has taken out with his mighty taser, that Fandango is probably the man who can be trusted the most. I would trust my life with that man. As Rhino now is just beating Boss Man's face into that turnbuckle. Don't forget to use hashtag #BringHimHome on Twitter to help us find Heath Slater. Hashtag #BringHimHome. Big right hook from the Boss Man. As Rhino now continues to just bash Boss Man's head into that turnbuckle. Absolutely disgusting offense by the Man Beast, the one-man army And you know Rhino still furious about losing his shot at being in Money in the Bank as we see a DDT from Boss Man. Rhino not only pissed about not getting to be in that Money in the Bank ladder match. Didn't trust Megatron, trust Waluigi, look what happened. What? Don't trust Megatron, don't trust Waluigi. Didn't Megatron trust Waluigi? I don't know, man. I don't know. Do any members of Evil really trust each other? They are all evil for a reason. Waluigi was clearly expecting that attack, which is why he was so prepared. He knew turning on Evil could cost him greatly. As we see Boss Man right hooking Rhino in the head. As I was saying, Rhino clearly pissed about not getting to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, losing his opportunity there, and then to be accused of kidnapping Heath Slater. He's got to be real fired up, but I have to admit, Rhino is probably the man who is closest to Heath Slater as he picks him up for a massive suplex. Now that chin lock locked in on Rhino. Just kind of wrenching him. No. Big punch from Rhino. Fighting back, right hook to the Boss Man. Irish whip over the top rope. Boss Man still in trouble. Rhino punching him in the back. Where's Rhino taking him? And he's still a cowardly rat that can't take his beating like a man. Who's a cowardly rat that can't take his beating like a man? I don't know which person you're talking about because of the stream delay. I've talked about several wrestlers since then. Oh my god, slamming Boss Man into the steel pole. Don't stop. As we see Rhino continuing Waluigi. Waluigi was jumped by Megatron. He fought back. This big Boss Man goes for that kick. Irish whipping Rhino over the top rope. Oh, and punching him with the right hook. Now Rhino in trouble on the outside. No fighting back. Nasty headbutt by the one-man army. Both men back in the ring. Oh, right hook catches Boss Man off guard. Belly to belly suplex. Oh no. Boss Man. Look out, the crowd cheering for gore to the big Boss Man. Dragging him away from the ropes. Is Rhino going to escape arrest? Pin. 1, 2, 3. Rhino has beaten Big Boss Man with the gore. Big Boss Man could not take out the one-man army. As Rhino able to escape here. Oh, here comes Fandango! Back up for the Big Boss Man! Oh, tasered him in the back of the neck! Fandango has run up, spinning heel kick! Fandango looking to take in this criminal! Up to the top rope. Fandango's got tasers taped to the back of his legs! Last dance to Rhino tasering him! And Fandango apprehends another suspect thanks to his trusty tasers! Oops, wrong one. Rhino has been taken into custody. Like I said, anyone can beat Boss Man. Rhino taken into custody. And the interview will be quick as we move on to our main event. I just remembered something about Slater's kidnapping. What could it be? As we proceed to get info from Rhino. It's time now for Ken Bone to continue. It happened during Umaga and Tajiri. That is correct. Big Boss Man tried to attempt to arrest Umaga last time, to which Umaga informed him, "You idiot. Me and Tajiri couldn't have kidnapped him. We were here in the middle of the crowd. I was dancing Tajiri had witnesses of being laid on the ground, and Big Boss was like, shit, you right, fam. It couldn't have been Umaga or Tajiri. So our main event tonight, Kinbone is going to take on another member of Evil, Dr. Robotnik. He absolutely destroyed Waluigi last week and then turned him to the good side. Let's see how Kinbone does against Eggman here tonight. Kicking him hard in the gut and just stomping him aside. He's looking to crack that egg as Man Ray watches on. Now continuing to work the leg of Eggman, taunting right in front of Man Ray, showing him that he is not afraid. Kinbone gets Eggman up to his feet. Headbutt from Eggman. Shit, I was about to say I don't remember Tajiri being there after Umaga won. No, he was laid out on the outside, crowd saw him. And Man Ray distracting Kinbone, trying to give Eggman an opportunity against the World Heavyweight Champion here. And from behind, oh, but Kinbone was ready. He knows these dirty tricks. Still caught with the Irish whip, though. Taken down with a shoulder tackle. Two big boys in the ring right now. Maybe Waluigi's problem was the weight difference. Could Eggman have more of an even playing field here? Irish whip into a big knee. That distraction from Man Ray has given Robotnik tons of momentum, but it looks like Kinbone's looking to turn around and pin out of nowhere. Oh, not even a one count, of course. Not much was done. Right kick by Kinbone. Irish whip now of his own. Big spinning elbow. It's Kinbone planning, circling Eggman. Trying to figure out the next day of attack. Springboard sent on. Surprised Man Ray didn't try anything there. Doesn't want to give Kinbone the DQ win. As he's got Robotnik up for the F5! Oh my god, he just drove Eggman's head right into the ground. And now Man Ray distracting him once again. Giving Robotnik another opportunity to get up to his feet. But not one fast enough, as Kinbone not able to capitalize on the F5, but is able to pick him up for a jumping cutter. And Eggman, not Eggman, fuck, I almost said Robotnik. Kinbone up to the top rope as Man Ray throws a steel chair in the ring, but all that weight of Kinbone came crashing down on the cracked egg. 1, 2, 3, and he's already beaten Eggman. Kinbone has destroyed another member of Evil. 3 members if we count him fighting back Megatron backstage. Because I'm pretty sure he did also win that altercation, even if he was injured after it. Kinbone standing tall against Evil. Once again, breaking news, Rhino's declared dead after Dango shocked him too many times his heart gave up. Again, false report, because I have an actual report from Rhino how that interview went. Rhino, when he was brought back alive by Dango shot tasers, save another life. Rhino simply said one thing to Big Boss Man. I'm not the closest person to Heath Slater. Think about who's really close to him. And so as we end Friday Night Fights, right now I can inform you that Big Boss Man, Fandango, and Tyler Breeze are already on their way to confront Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. And we will see how that pans out next week. I will keep you updated. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you next time.